Welcome back to Pouches and More, and today we'll prepare this beautiful fabric pouch. It's wide bottomed, that is, the base is quite wide. So you can see we have stored so many pens and there's still place above. So here we have made a zipper panel which is of a different shape, and this is how it looks overall. It's completely lined from inside. There are no raw edges also. We are going to be making the pattern of the panel directly on the lining fabric. So this is how it will be looking from the side also, and this is the shape that is seen. So let's check out the materials required to make this beautiful fabric pouch. We require one piece of quilted fabric, main fabric, and this measures 11.5 by 7 3/4. We require 2 pieces of contrast main fabric, and they have also been quilted, and they measure 3¼ inches by 2 3/4 inches. 1 piece of fabric for the tab measuring 2 inches by 4 inches. 2 pieces of lining fabric, they have been fused with interfacing, and these measure 6¼ by 7 3/4 inches. The top ½ inch has not been fused, so only ½ inch is not fused, rest everything is fused. 2 pieces of lining fabric, again fused with interfacing, measuring 13¼ by 2 3/4 inches, and a 15-inch long zip. So these are all the materials required to make this pouch. So first we are going to put the lining fabric together. So we're just going to put the main sides together like this and align the 3 sides. We'll be making a stitch over here on the side which has not been fused. So that is the reason we have not fused this ½ inch. We are going to be leaving an opening. Let it be as wide as your hand. So we are going to stitch on both sides. Our lining fabric is ready. This is the opening that we have left. Now we'll be preparing the main body. We'll take the main fabric, we'll turn it on the wrong side. On the wrong side, we're going to curve the edges. So we'll get taking a circle. This measures 3 inches in diameter, and we're just going to curve the corners. So just going to place it on both the edges like this, align it, and curve the corner. So we'll just match the points like this. So the same thing we'll be doing on all 3 corners also. On the main fabric, the curve has been done. We'll be doing the same thing on the lining fabric also. So first we are going to cut this on the main fabric, and then we'll be doing it on the lining fabric and cutting it. So the main fabric is done. We'll do the same on the lining fabric also. Our main fabric and lining fabric is ready. We have curved the corners. Now for the pattern on the zipper panel, we are going to turn the lining fabric. We have taken the lining fabric panel and we are just going to fold it like this so that the interfacing is on the top. Now we have got the straight part, that is the zip. We are going to attach zipper. On the other side we are going to make the pattern. So now from the side of the zipper, that is the part that we will be leaving straight, we will be making a marking. We are going to clip both these layers together. Since we have only folded them, they will be moving while marking, so we're just going to clip them together and then start the marking. So on this corner we'll take a marking of 1¼ inch. That is right in the corner. This is 1¼ inch. Now on the top part we'll make a marking of 1 3/4 inches. So this is 1 3/4 inch. So down it is 1/4, 1 3/4, and on the folded side we are going to make a mark of ½ inch. So on the folded side we'll make a mark of ½ inch. So this is ½ inch. A little further down also we'll make the same marking, that is marking of ½ inch from the top edge. Now from the folded side, so this is the base, that is the zipper part. Here 1¼ here 1 3/4, here ½ inch. Now from this fold on the ½ inch mark. Both the half-inch marks will be a straight line. So from the folded part, we'll take a marking of 3.5 inches. So this is 3.5 inch mark. Now this 3.5 inch mark, this is 3.5 inch. This 3.5 inch will join it to the 1 3/4 inch that we just did on the top edge. We're going to join these two marks. Now we'll be making a curve over here on this half-inch mark, right from the 3/4 inch mark till the fold. We'll be making a curve mark over here. So the 3.5 inch mark also will be curving it slightly over here. Now we are again going to take our circular object and we're going to join the 1 1/4 and 1 3/4 inch mark that we just did. So just going to put it, and we're just going to see that the edges touch the mark. Now the circumference of the circle will be touching the 1 1/4 and 1 3/4 inch mark. So just you'll have to see that it touches both. In case it doesn't touch, just curve it more. So just going to see that both the marks touch the circumference of the circular object. Now this is our pattern. We are going to cut this along the line. So we have cut one piece of lining fabric. We'll do the same on the other piece as well as the main fabrics. We'll be cutting all three of them according to the pattern. Our zipper panels are also ready. Next, what we're going to do is we'll attach the zipper. For that, we'll take one main piece of fabric, that is the zipper panel. We're going to place the zipper slider side facing down, align it on the edge and the top part also, and we are going to clip the zipper to the main fabric. Once it's clipped on the main fabric, we'll take the lining fabric, right side again facing down, align it from the side and the top, and again neatly clip them together. So here right sides of the fabrics are together and we'll be making a simple straight stitch. Our straight stitch is done. For making the top stitch, we'll finger press the seam over here, put both the fabrics on the same side, and on the stitch mark just finger press it lightly and make a straight stitch closer to the zip. Our top stitch is done and this is how it will be looking. Now we'll do the same on the other side also. So right side facing down, align the side and clip the zipper together with the fabric. So this side is done. We'll flip it over, put the lining fabric on the lining fabric, right sides together. Again align it from the top and the side, that is the zipper part. Again clip all the fabrics together. So here we have got the main sides of the lining fabric, flip them over, main sides of the main fabric, and a straight stitch over here. We have done the straight stitch. Now for doing the top stitch, as we did for the other side, put both the fabrics on one side, finger press the seams and make a stitch close to the zip. Our top stitch is done. We're just going to cut the extra zip over here. So zipper panel is ready. Now we'll prepare the zipper tab. So for that, we'll take the tab fabric. On both sides we'll be using this. So we're just going to fold it in half like this. Get the long raw edges to the center again and just finger press. You can also iron this. I'm just going to press it like this. Now once both the sides are got to the center, again we'll make a fold. So this is our zipper tab, our pull tab, and both sides we're going to make a stitch. This is for both the sides. So our tab is ready. Since it is for both the sides, we're just going to fold it and cut it in half. We'll be using the same piece for both the sides. Now we have got two tabs. So we're just going to attach it. We're just going to again fold it in half. and align the raw edge. So the loop side will be inside, and we are going to place it exactly on the zipper teeth. So we'll do the same on the other side also. Fold it in half, align the raw edges, the loop side inside, place it on the zipper teeth. So here we need to make a stitch on both of them. So we have attached the tabs. Now we'll have to stitch them all around. So before that, we'll be making a marking, that is a center marking on all. So this will be the center marking for the zipper panel. Now the wider side, we're just going to fold it like this for the center marking. This will be the center on the other side, that is the wider side. For the narrower side, the zipper teeth is the center. So here we'll be making a marking on the main fabric as well as the lining fabric, and we'll do this on the other side also. So we're again just going to fold them together, align the edges neatly like this, and then make a marking on the main fabric as well as the lining fabric. This is the center marking. So we have done this on a zipper panel. For the lining fabric, we already have a center marking since we have attached this in the center. Now for the other side, we'll be doing the same thing, that is fold it in half like this, neatly align the edges, that is the curved part, and we are going to make a mark over here. This will be our center, and we'll do the same on the other side also. We're just going to align the edges like this neatly and make a mark. So the lining fabric also center is done. Now the main fabric, we will be using the same technique, fold them in half, align the edges and make a mark in the center. Here we'll have to make a mark on the wider side as well as the narrower side, since we haven't attached this in the center. So for the narrow side, it's the same way, just put the edges together and make a marking. Now here we will be aligning all the marks and then stitching them all around. So we need center marks on all the fabrics, and we'll be attaching the lining and the main fabric separately. So marking is done on both the fabrics as well as on the zipper panel. Now we are first going to attach the lining fabric. So for that, we'll take the lining fabric side and right sides, we're going to place them together like this. So we're going to align the zipper teeth to the stitch center mark. Align the zipper teeth to the stitch center mark, and right sides of the lining fabric will be together. So the lining fabric right sides will be together. Align the center marks like this. We'll do the same on the other side of the zipper panel also, and it will be aligned to the other side of the stitch mark. So the zipper panels will be aligned like this. The zipper teeth will be aligning with the stitch line over here, center. So first we are going to make a stitch on this. Now here we will be making a stitch only in the center, not on the sides. That is only on the zipper tape, not on the sides. So here only our zipper tape is attached. We have not attached the remaining fabric side. So we are just going to now attach the entire lining fabric to the lining fabric zipper panel. So for that, we are just going to fold the main fabric to the other side, and we are going to align the center marks that we did. The center of the zipper panel as well as the center of the body, we are going to align it like this, and we will be putting a clip right in the center. Rest entire will be aligning with pins so that we can hold them together, and even while stitching it will be easy for us. So we'll just align the edges neatly. Since there is a lot of curve over here, we need to align the edges and then pin them together. So this is how we will be doing it. Sorry. Especially the parts where there is a curve, we'll have to neatly align. So take your time and do it slowly. See that the fabrics do not move here and there. and that is the reason we will be using a pin on all the curved part, so that the fabric, even when we are stitching, we have to remove the clips. Once we remove the clips, the fabric might tend to move. So that is the reason we will be putting the pins. And we will do this all around only on one side of the lining fabric. So once we do it on one side, we will be again doing the same thing on the other side also. So we have removed the center clip and we have put a pin, and we have put a pin all around. So this is how it will be looking. Now from here we will be stitching the main fabric. We have pushed it out of the way, so only the lining fabric will be stitching all around now. So one side of our lining fabric is done, and this is how it will be looking. Now we will do the same on the other side also. So for that, first we will just turn the main fabric. We can just turn it over and just check how it has come. So this is the curved part, and this is how it will be looking. So we will do the same thing now on the other side of the main fabric, lining fabric also. So we are just going to put the main fabric out of the way, align the edges completely. So first we are just going to align the center, and then we will align the edge on both the sides. So first, this is our center. We are just directly going to pin it. Now we are not going to use the clip. We will pin it, and we will do the same on the entire thing and stitch it also. So our lining fabric has been stitched on both the sides. Now for the main fabric, we will do the same thing. So these are the two edges where we will be attaching the zipper teeth. So for that, we are just going to close the zipper slightly so we get a flat side, and we are going to align it. So now we are going to align the center mark, that is the zipper tab, with the center mark on the main fabric. So the zipper teeth will be aligning with the wider edge, that is the wider side of the main fabric as well as the lining fabric. So one side we have done, we will do the same on the other side also. So just going to align the tab with the center mark on the wider side of the main fabric, and we are going to clip it. And here also we need to do the same thing, only the center part we need to stitch. We are not going to stitch on the sides, only the center part, that is the zipper part. Now here we have put clip on both the sides, that is only to hold the fabrics together, since they will be moving when we remove the center clip. We are not going to stitch in the sides, we will be stitching only in the center, but we have put a clip to hold them together. So our stitch is done on both the zipper teeth. I am just going to open the panel completely so it becomes easy for us to attach on both the sides. Now we are going to again align the center marks on the main fabric and the zipper panel, main body and the zipper panel of the main fabric, and we are going to clip this. Since we have used the rubber quilting over here, we are just going to use clips over here. But here also remember the curves, take your time and slowly clip them together, and place the clips a little inside that is from the edge, push it a little inside, so while stitching it will become a bit easier. Do not clip it right on the edge, try to push it a little inside. So this is how we will be aligning the curves, and we are going to clip them together, and we will be doing this completely on the edge, that is either side of the centers. So one curve will be moving the other side and the other curve will be moving the opposite side. Now we are going to start from the center like this and we'll be doing it. So neatly align the edges, especially in the curves. See that you neatly align them. And clip them neatly. Again, push the clip a little inside. It becomes easier while stitching. And take your time easily. See that the entire edge is neatly aligned. This is especially since there are curves going two ways. So we have clipped one side of the main fabric completely and we'll have to make a stitch right on the edge over here. So we're just going to clip it now. And here we're just going to make a stitch all around on the edge. So this is how it will be looking, and we're going to make a stitch. We have finished stitching on one side. I forgot to on the camera, so we'll be doing the same thing on the other side also. We're just going to clip all around and then stitch it. So first we're just going to align the center, that is the right sides will be together, align the center and clip all around. So first we're just going to clip the center, then we'll be clipping both the sides. So we have finished stitching and we have stitched both the sides of the main fabric. Now we need to turn them over. Before turning them over, we will be having a flat base over here. So only that part we are going to put the main fabric and the lining fabric together like this. That is only where we get a flat base. That is till the first curve. And we will be stitching these together. So that is only the base part, we will be stitching them together. So this is the flat part. If you see from top, you can understand. We'll be stitching around this much, that is around 1/4 inch on either side. So we'll do the same thing on the other side also. This will be the base, so it will be more flat. We'll put the lining and the main fabric together and we'll be stitching them. So align the edges. We have stitched them separately. So now we're just going to put them together, align the edges, and then we are going to make a stitch on them. So this is only to hold the lining fabric inside. It won't be loose inside, it will be held in the sides. We're just going to clip this entire thing and make a stitch over here. So only on the center part, not beyond that, we'll be making a stitch. It's a simple straight stitch that we'll be doing. So this stitch is done. Now we need to turn it to the right side from here. Before turning it to the right side, we are having curves over here on the lining as well as the main fabric. So we are going to make small notches, that is V cuts, on the lining fabric as well as the main fabric, only the curved part. We're just going to make small cuts, that is small notches, that is V cuts. So we're just going to fold them together like this and cut it. We will do this on all the curves. So this is how the notches will be, small cuts on the lining as well as main fabric. Now from this opening, we'll turn the entire pouch to the lining fabric side. So finished turning, we have turned it to the lining fabric and this is how it will be, the side part. Now the only thing left to be done is to stitch this. So before we turn it to the right side, we're just going to stitch this opening. It's a simple straight stitch that we'll have to do. We're just going to align the fabrics together like this and make a straight stitch. We can either machine stitch this or hand stitch it. It's a simple straight stitch. We can machine stitch it also since it will be inside. So it's completely done and we are turned it to the right side. This is how it will be looking. It's simple to make. This is how the pattern will be from the side. And it's got quite a wide bottom base, and this is how it will be looking. This is the shape. So please do subscribe to my channel and try this, and thanks for watching. Bye.